Hey, I don't think stress is bad. I think it's good. Now, before you think this is a little bit out there, let me explain. You might know that there's distress and there's eustress. Eustress is actually good stress. Your body needs stress. And that's why exercise is so key. You're putting your body under controlled stress. And when you control your stress, you release a whole bunch of neurochemicals. If you've done any reading on Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi or Stephen Kotler, you know a lot about flow. And most people don't know about flow consciously, but they felt flow. Flow is where you get into a state of ultimate human performance. Time dilates. So you might sit down with a friend and 3 hours pass and it feels like 5 minutes. Or sometimes time has a freeze frame effect. Again, highly recommend Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, Hungarian, researcher on flow, or Stephen Kotler. But here's the point: you actually need stress, and if you don't have stress, you'll never get into flow. There's a loading phase, and the loading phase is something called stretch, not snap. If it's too much stress, you snap, and that's not good. Cortisol spikes, etc. But if you don't have enough stretch in your life, you get bored. And then this is where people go to substances, go to addictions, because they need a little bit of risk in their lives. In fact, they've done a lot of research on criminals, people that have been uber successful, but gone into do some pretty crazy, nasty things. And part of the reason is because they just needed to have risk in their life. They felt too bored. It was too easy. Obviously, that's not a good form of adventure. We can do much better creative things that God has given us, like adventure outside, adventure with physical exercise, adventure with doing something that makes you feel afraid. These are all loading phases that get you into flow. So don't avoid stress in your life, but choose the right stress. And when you do, you'll experience a lot more fulfillment and you'll get into flow. Be a soul on fire. You'll probably end up creating IP in the process as well. When you get into flow, and IP is intellectual property, this is your IP friend, Carrie.